Who said happiness has to be expensive? It sounds like a bold claim, doesn't it? But let's take a moment to explore this concept. What if I told you that happiness, true contentment, doesn't come with a price tag? It's not a commodity on a store shelf, it's not an item in your online shopping cart. Imagine a man named John. John, like many of us, was under the illusion that the more he earned, the happier he would be. He was stuck in the rat race, always chasing the next big thing. He believed that true happiness was reserved for those with the fattest wallets and the flashiest cars. But then, something changed. John had to take a step back and reassess his life. He was forced to make do with less, and in that moment he discovered a new kind of wealth. He found joy in the simple things, the cost-free activities that he'd overlooked in his quest for material success. He started spending time reading in the park, soaking up the beauty of nature and the tranquility it offered. He found solace in the pages of his books, journeying to far-off lands and experiencing thrilling adventures, all without spending a penny. John also discovered the pleasure of cooking at home, creating delicious meals from simple, inexpensive ingredients. He found satisfaction in the process, the act of creating something with his own hands. More than that, he found happiness in the shared experience, the joy of sitting down with loved ones to enjoy a meal he'd prepared. These activities, simple and cost-free as they were, brought John more happiness than any high-end gadget or luxury vacation ever could. He found contentment in the small, everyday moments, the simple pleasures that don't cost a thing. The moral of John's story is simple. Happiness doesn't have to be expensive. It's not about how much you earn or what you own, it's about the joy you find in the simple, everyday moments. So it turns out, John found his happy place without breaking the bank. But what are the real riches in life? Let's take a leaf out of Emma's book. She could have dined in the finest restaurant, but she chose to have a picnic with her friends instead. With a simple blanket spread under the open sky and homemade sandwiches, she found a wealth that money couldn't buy. Picture Emma, laughing heartily as her friends teased her about her not-so-perfect sandwiches. She didn't care about the imperfect shapes because she was too busy creating perfect memories. The joy she found in these shared experiences, in the genuine connections with her friends, was priceless. And it's not just about the here and now. Emma's picnic will continue to enrich her life as a memory, a story to be told and retold. This is personal growth, the kind that comes from stepping out of comfort zones and embracing new experiences. Emma's laughter at the picnic was worth more than any fancy dinner. Have you ever noticed the small joys around you? Consider the tale of our friend Alex. Alex is a man of simple pleasures. He doesn't need the latest smartphone or the flashiest car to feel content. No, his source of happiness is far simpler and surprisingly cost-free. His joy, you see, is birdwatching. Now you might be wondering, birdwatching? How can that bring such immense joy? Well, let's delve into Alex's world for a moment. Each morning, as the world is just beginning to stir, Alex strolls to his local park, binoculars in hand. He finds a quiet spot, settles down and simply listens. The chorus of chirping, tweeting and singing that greets him is like an orchestra playing just for him. To Alex, each bird's song tells a different story. The swift melody of the sparrow, the deep call of the crow, the playful tune of the magpie. They all contribute to the symphony of life that plays out around him every day. This mindfulness, the act of being present and appreciating the little things, costs him nothing but rewards him with a sense of peace and joy that money can't buy. So, you see, even the simplest of hobbies like birdwatching can bring immense joy. By focusing on the present and appreciating the small wonders around us, we can discover a wealth of happiness that doesn't come with a price tag. For Alex, the chirping of birds is the most beautiful melody.
Thank you for watching this far. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more brain-boosting content.
So, how do you uncover your own happiness? Let's take a journey with a character named Lisa. Lisa, like many of us, yearned for happiness. She thought she'd find it in the latest fashion trends, high-end gadgets, or lavish vacations. But no matter how much she spent, the joy was fleeting, and the happiness she sought remained elusive. One day, Lisa decided to try a different approach. She began keeping a happiness journal. Every day, she'd jot down moments that sparked joy. It could be anything: a shared laugh with a friend, the aroma of her morning coffee, a favorite song on the radio. She made a conscious effort to notice these moments and record them. What Lisa discovered was eye-opening. Most of the things that made her genuinely happy were small, simple, and most importantly, free. It wasn't the high-end designer dress that brought joy, but the feeling of accomplishment after finishing a good book. It wasn't the elaborate vacation that held happiness, but the quiet moments spent in nature or the time spent with loved ones. Now let's translate Lisa's story into actionable advice. Start your own happiness journal. It doesn't have to be fancy. A simple notebook or a digital note on your phone will do. Write down the moments that bring you joy. See if you can find a pattern. You might discover, like Lisa, that happiness is not found in expensive items, but in the simple, often overlooked moments of life. Try to cultivate these moments. If a good conversation with a friend makes you happy, schedule regular catch-ups. If a walk in the park brings you joy, make it a part of your daily routine. If cooking a meal from scratch fills you with satisfaction, set aside time each week to try a new recipe. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a journey. It's not about the grand gestures, but about appreciating the small things. It's not about spending money, but about investing time in what truly matters to you. Like Lisa, may you discover that the key to your happiness doesn't have a price tag. So, what have we learned about happiness? We've discovered that embracing frugality isn't about sacrificing joy, but rather about finding contentment in simplicity. We've seen that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of our experiences and relationships. We've learned to appreciate the small joys, those everyday moments of bliss that money can't buy. And we've identified our individual happiness triggers, those personal touchstones that light up our lives. Remember, happiness isn't about the money spent, but the moments gained.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. As always, share your thoughts and tips in the comments below. Let's support each other on this productivity journey. Until next time, stay focused, stay productive, and keep those entrepreneurial dreams alive.